see if I can light them.
What's up, everybody? Whoa. Oh, I forgot to...
Got some echoes.
And then every cord over here wanted to tangle. I literally just got wrapped up in that shit. Yeah, I forgot to unplug the speakers.
Cool.
There we go. All right, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the new segment we starting called Grow Talks.
Grow Talks, baby.
Yeah, because who doesn't love talking growing?
There we go.
All right, just shared it out. It's so quiet up in here. Yo, what's up, Ryan? How's it going, Daniel?
Daniel? Paul should be jumping on here pretty quick, too, I'm sure.
So tonight's our first episode of Grow Talks. Grow Talks is a new segment within Moncanna Minutes that will focus specifically on growing. And so right now we're going to start off with germination and work our way each week through the progress of those seeds and the different steps we're taking between the two of us.
Yeah, between the two of us. So he'll do his way and I'll do my way, and we'll kind of compare and take notes and basically just see how it goes. I mean, I'd even be down to take people's opinions on what they want to try to do with the plant and see what it does, you know,
Right.
just to make it fun.
And then on future strains and stuff, we'll kind of switch it up where we test out nutrients against other nutrients and lights against other lights and so forth.
Yeah. And I was also thinking about I could reach out to Athena again and see if they'll send us some of their nutrients. And
Well, I'm actually going to be reaching out to them to... Well, yeah, you could reach out to them too, but I'm going to be reaching out to them to try and get them on a Puff and Pass episode to talk about their tissue culture.
Oh, yeah. I just seen a video on that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Dude, tissue culture is super insane, and like my little tiny brain can't actually grasp it. I'm just like, wait, what?
I know. I was watching him. He was like, it looked like he cut the very tip of like a bud side off. He cut the shoots off, the two branches going off the side, and then he cut it right at the node. And he threw it in like this blue deal, and it was like vibrating. And that's like all I've ever seen of the tissue culture. But at the first expo that we had, they were here.
Mm-hmm.
And he had that box.
Yep.
And I was like, I was looking at it, and I knew I asked him what it was, but it didn't dawn in my head what a tissue culture was.
So he kind of explained it to me while I was walking around talking to people. And I swear what I grasped out of it was you can backtrack to a landrace strain off of a hybrid.
Really?
Like, you can literally strip its genome down to its landrace gene and basically resurrect landrace genes that have gone extinct.
No shit?
Yeah.
So why aren't they doing that with like the skunk and stuff then?
They're working on it.
Really?
But then again, my little brain could have comprehended it wrong.
Right.
That's why I want to have him on, because,
Yeah.
dude, it just sounds so interesting.
Right. And I think that he's in Bozeman. The rep for Montana's in Bozeman.
Oh, really?
I think.
I didn't even know they had a Montana rep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do I still have his card?
I probably do somewhere. I have a giant stack of fucking cannabis business cards.
I just shove them in my wallet.
Oh, I try not to put them in my wallet, because then I'm sitting like this 90% of the time.
Looking for it. Where's it at? Yeah, sideways?
Yeah, with a fucking 7-foot wallet.
Yeah, I don't know what I did with it, but...
I'm rolling up some golden goat for us.
Fuck
I
yeah.
picked that up over at As Above right before the show.
Nice. I love that.
All right, so what strain are we starting out with? I told them earlier that I'd tell them, but they had to wait.
So we're starting out with Circle of Blessings. That's the breeder, and it is Sterling 95. It's Sterling Grain Skunk I-95 Duck Pond Collection. It's a regular seed from Stray Fox Gardens. So...
Ooh, see, this is where it would have came in handy for me to be over there, is because we could have Googled them.
Right? Nice. Yeah, this is one.
What's
that
up, Chris?
I've been wanting to check it out. So, been sitting in my collection. Just open it up and see what it looks like. That's always the fun part.
Right.
It says 10 regulars. Let's see if they were generous.
So talking seeds. Okay, so a while back when I was growing, I had always been told that the veiny seeds are the seeds you want. Those are the good seeds and the seeds that will guarantee pop.
Really?
Yeah. You've never heard that?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to call a whole bunch of horse shit on that because
Yeah,
I've
what do
got
you
some really
consider
vein. Well, like, you know how like they'll be like dark with a lot of veins in them?
Like stripes almost?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some that are like super veiny or stripy
Yeah.
that those motherfuckers refuse to pop. Could be that they're just old.
Yeah.
They're like 3 years old, but
What did you see?
still.
Who was it? Jim McKay in the group? He got that one from the 70s to pop.
oh yeah,
Dude, I'm
I think it was
super
like the
interested
only
in that.
one out of 71 of them or something.
Oh, is that what the deal was?
Yeah.
71.
It was a giant number of them.
Wow. Still, though, to get that one to freaking go, that's amazing. What's up, Paul?
Calvin said, I don't know about bringing back old strains, but cleaning up strains that have pathogens, also storage and plant multiplication. I still am researching myself. Yeah, see, I really want to have
Yeah. and
somebody on to talk about it.
Just imagine the catalog you could have with that. I mean, compared to having something like this full of different packs of seeds, you could just have a catalog of different cool strains that, I mean, anything. That's what's cool. Like, I really can't wait to see you get them on
By the way,
shelf.
guys, that's not a real cat. That's just a statue.
Like, I was looking at these ones. They look small, but they're really well developed. They got, they're not white. They actually look really well.
Yeah, see, according to their theory, these wouldn't actually be good beans.
Weird.
But see, the ones that I have that look like this pop quicker than the ones that
Right.
are all veiny and
Right.
shit.
Right. Yeah.
What's up, Royal? How are you doing?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I've also heard that, like, if you look at the ends of the beans, there's a side that's either protrudes or concave, and it's just like a man and a woman in and out. So they say if you find one that's beveled in, then it's gonna be a female, and if it's beveled out, it's gonna be a male. And I've tried it, and I've never got the male from trying it that way. So I don't know how legit that is, but that's one thing that
Royal
I've read.
said he likes the tiger stripes.
Right, but have you ever noticed that the tiger stripes, you can rub them off?
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Or like if you have seeds in a container for too long, like I used to keep them in little round deals that they would just shake around.
Yeah.
Stripes would be gone. They'd just be, it's weird. I'm pretty sure you can rub them off.
Huh.
So,
That's interesting.
yeah, and a lot of thing is just keep your seeds in a dry, cool place, and they should be good for a long time. People put them in the refrigerator and all that kind of stuff, and I've never done that, but Ryan
Right.
says the darker the better. Ryan, yeah, the tissue cultures can't bring back landrace style genetics. It can clean up the pathogens, disease, or other issues like stress the mother had. Now, that's cool though.
Right.
I mean, it basically, it cleans it up. Wow. How cool. I don't know much about pathogens and shit though, like
Same.
and disease.
I've heard of a handful of different pathogens you could get, but I don't know shit about them.
Me neither. I don't think I've ever had one either.
Me neither.
That's tasty. What is that, golden goat?
Yep.
Ooh, that's nice. That's really nice. Yeah. I've tried popping seeds so many different ways, and the only one that I haven't tried is how people put them in a glass of water and let them soak, and then let 'em
Royal
sprout
said,
inside.
I keep mine in the door of my refrigerator.
Right.
Have you ever heard of adding, I think it's like hydrogen peroxide or,
Yeah.
something.
Into the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried that?
No. See, I've never dropped them in water to sprout them before. I've always done the paper towel method inside of a Ziploc on top of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And, my last ones that I tried doing, I had a really shitty success rate. Like, I've never had that bad of a turnout. So I was bummed. And I, totally switched it up. This time, now I'm doing in my cups on top of a heat mat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I've noticed that if you keep your towel warm, that your taproot sprouts a lot faster. The colder your towel, the slower it'll sprout.
Right.
And if it's actually like a really cold towel, it'll just nuke it.
Huh. Yeah, see, I don't know. The problem I had with it last time was they got mushy. My seeds actually were mushy. Like, I went to pick them up.
Because of it being warm?
Yeah, with the taproot. So I went to pull it off of I use coffee filters because I used paper towels once and the taproot actually got in between the paper towel. And when I went to rip it out, it broke. So I quit using paper towels and started using coffee filters.
Oh, okay.
Which worked really well. But, yeah, I went to pull them out. I could see the taproots, so I went to pull them out, and they were just mush. And I don't know if it was because it was too damp.
Maybe it was a mixture of both.
Too hot and too damp.
Yeah, maybe it was a mixture of both.
But
Ryan said, we have been talking about the damage drying and storing seeds like we have been. Apparently kills the enzymes and bacteria that are there to help a healthy plant grow from inoculation. Royal said, the new strains are so much better than the old shit, though. Seriously, who wants to smoke fucking Thai stick anymore? The average THC percentage of weed they were smoking at Woodstock 69 was between 1 and 3%. Let that stuff die out, LOL.
But that's where everything came from, Royal.
Right.
That's where it all started. It was from that 3%.
And if you breed those strains specifically together, you could eventually bring that THC percentage up.
Yeah.
And make it a 2025 top shelf.
So, like what Ryan's saying about the apparently kills the enzymes and bacteria that are here to help a healthy plant grow from inoculation. Well, I've heard that, so when you plant your seed, you've seen that too, didn't you, Royal? Where it was talking about, Shan, where it was talking about planting your seed at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
And then it comes out and sprouts. Well, I forget who was telling me, but they were telling me that the shell, when it gets left in the dirt,
leaves behind nutrients.
Right.
It has all the nutrients it needs for it to be a sprouting.
Right. So that you heard that too, right?
Yeah.
Who did you hear that from? I cannot remember for the life of me, but I've been thinking about it, and I just heard it recently. So do I bury my shells? Because almost every time my shell comes out with the top of my sprout, it's always on there, and most of the time I have to split it off. Which, I don't mind, but if that's the truth, I'm going to start sticking that down in the dirt. That's a lot of free nutrients. Yeah, it's like a chicken egg. Cross old stuff to new stuff. Right, Kelvin? I soak my seeds. Daniel says he soaks his seeds for 24 hours and then pop them in the can. Oh, I've never heard of a can.
Wait, a what?
A can.
A can. Oh, I know what a can is.
What is it?
Wait, I think I know what a can is. I'm pretty sure it's just a pot with soil in it.
Huh.
I think.
Wow. Same with the paper towel. That's absorbed those microorganisms. The shell will get eaten on top or below the ground. Huh. That's interesting to me. So I'm going to pay attention to that. Because I've got 2 shells that I know that are in a couple of my solo cups. I'm going to watch them and see if they deteriorate.
Right.
That is cool. Holy cow. That was dope.
Whoa.
Seen the Nutri-Pots? No, I've never seen the Nutri-Pots. Are they pretty cool, Ryan? I sprouted mine in water in a clear bottle so I can tell when they pop. But do you heat the water up or is it cold? I mean, do you keep it in the dark? How does it work when you're sprouting them in a cup of water? That's what I don't understand. Huh, made from cow poop. I'll have to check those out. Nutri pots. Nice. So what does some of you guys do that are watching besides, the anything odd besides the paper and towel or the cup of water? Do you guys have like a ritual that you do? I knew a guy that put all of his seeds in his mouth before he popped them.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, he like sucked on them.
That's probably the most weirdest thing I've actually heard.
Right? And he does it, and that works for him. I've heard of people that actually like scarification. They sand their shell to thin it out a little bit so the water penetrates it better.
Huh.
Different methods. Scarification, that's a cool one. You want any more of this?
Nah, we'll roll up a different one.
Pretty tiny. Yeah, roll up some of the sour diesel.
I'm just trying to get set up over here real quick so we can Google search shit.
Yeah. So these Sterling 95s, these seeds, from what I've heard, it's possible that we could find the roadkill skunk pheno. So like a real true skunky stinky pheno.
Ooh, really?
And that's what made me get these seeds is I'm looking for that stinky skunky deal. I wonder what the duck pond collection is. Let's look it up.
I'll Google it real quick.
Yeah. Duck.
If you want to roll up some of that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Sour D, I'll Google that and then roll one up for us.
Yeah, here you want this to.
Okay. So, there we go.
Oh, that's a cool fucking brand.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Dump your stuff out right there.
Oh, I didn't know there was still stuff in there. I thought I got it all out. Let's see.
I'm a Nazi when it comes to how clean grinders are.
So,
So you don't use pH pens?
I have one.
You have one?
I don't know if it works.
What brand is it?
I'm not 100% sure. I'll grab it in a second.
I brought mine. So we could test your water and see what we're putting in.
No, that's actual
Duck ponds?
duck pond seeds.
Oh, seeds?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How soon after harvesting seeds can you use them? Any prep or curing? I think you cure it when you cure your herb, like you cure your herb. So they're nice and dry and not, super fresh. Because I think, like, immature or premature buds are the white ones. And so I think if you just, like, to be honest, I really don't know. I would think that you could pop them right away, but maybe not. Maybe they got to dry out first. Right. So I know that what's that sharp pointy deal that we have around here that's in like the prairies? It's like green and it's pointy. It grows a big tall white flower. I can't think of it for the
Cat's tail?
No. Oh, it'll come to me. My mom grew one, and it was one of those seeds that she got from the plant, and she had to put it in the freezer before she could get it to sprout.
So, This is what I was able to find.
Oh, nice. So it's a stray cut. Whatever that means.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Why won't it let me scroll? Oh, there we go. Okay. Sterling green is a heirloom line. Oh,
Purported to be an early skunk
here, you can pour that on
variety.
here.
I got one.
To be an early skunk variety. I-95 bred by Top Dog Seeds is Triangle Kush crossed with Legend OG crossed with Stardog IX2.
Ooh, that Star Dog was good too. And Trace Dog too was really good. Those are two really good ones coming out of Colorado for a long time. There's one that I'd like to find. It's called Flow. That was a really good one. Or Flow OG. I really like that. But it's cool to be able to bring some of these old strains back, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I want to grow a landrace. I want to grow an actual 14-week sativa, you know, that is just killer. Somebody was just saying today on a podcast that all cannabis is sativa. You know what I mean? Because it's cannabis sativa. But then the indica comes into it somehow. I don't know how.
So, right here. So,
Step by step for harvesting seed.
prepare for harvest, gather sharp scissors, clean containers, monitor plant maturity, select and isolate plant, harvest pollen, remove seed pods, clean and separate seeds.
Have you seen the machines they got to do that?
No.
It's like a vacuum.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, it reminds me of like a Plinko board. And they throw all their, you know, the herb that's got all the seeds in it. And then it's got a vacuum hooked up to it. And it just rolls down like an old school one. Like when I was a kid, we had this tray that had ripples across it. And you just tap the bottom of it. And all the flowers stayed at the top and the seeds went to the bottom. Well, this is kind of the same thing. But it's like on a bigger scale. It's kind of cool. Oh, no shit. Well, that's about fucking embarrassing. Let's see if this thing smokes.
Well, that didn't really answer our question.
I think that's kind of like
Yeah, that's
a
how.
breeding deal.
Yeah, I
How
think that's
seeds are
how to.
formed. Yeah, I think it would be just, you know, just as long as however long your flower goes for.
Right.
You know, same thing with your seeds. They would just be done.
Right.
But I don't know if they have to be dry to grow. I would think.
Okay, so. Oh wait, what? We got some comments over here. I forgot I pulled that off of that. So, indica versus sativa is more the flavor and terp profile brought on by the environmental stressor. Yes, they have been more selected, but if you keep growing out the seed from your plant, you get a land race that expression will change year to year. Tanner said, "What's up? How's everyone freezing?" Ryan says, "Indica is based on the bioregion it was grown."
Oh, okay.
Brandy Googled it, and they sprout better the fresher the seeds are.
Yeah, you would think that'd be true.
Oh, yucca.
Yeah, yucca plant. That's it. Who said that?
Royal.
Yeah, yucca. My mom grew one. She's got one in her yard that flowers. And she grew it from the seed, and she told me that she had to put it in the freezer like all winter long. Which was pretty cool, I thought.
I'll go grab.
Sorry, guys.
Where am I going? I should have brought this with. Let's go on a journey, guys. I don't know how to work this thing. I had to take them into the grow for a second so we get water.
Oh, nice. That's your water?
Yeah, I filled it up earlier.
Let's see it.
Filled it up this morning.
Pour it out of this cup.
I'll let you do it so we don't make a mess. Whoa, holy shit, Paul. I've been direct sowing into 4-inch nursery pots, approximately. Oh wait, Pro Mix HP with a bit of. That's a big word. Earth mixed.
Demiscius.
Demiscius Earth.
Diomiscus or something? I can't remember.
Diatomiscus.
I can't remember how to say it.
Earth mixed in to quell fungus gnats. And as a silica supplement, I put the seed in sideways. I make sure the soil is damp enough to clump together but not drippy. I put the seed in at a very shallow depth. I cover the humidity dome and set them in a tray on a seed mat heater set to 80. Stick to the cotyledon. I'll miss that and see if it's still attached. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, so he's basically talking about when the hull gets stuck on the cotyledon. I can't.
Oh yeah.
So you got to peel that off. If you spray it with a mister and let it sit for a little while, usually you can just peel it with a toothpick or even your fingers. Yeah. So your water right now after it's been sitting in that jug is at 7.3.
Ryan said pine seeds need fire. Yeah, that's the only good thing about forest fires.
Right.
Literally the only good thing about forest fires.
It restarts the
circle of life on those.
Right.
It's crazy driving past all those places that have had fires and seeing the little tiny pine trees that are like this big coming up.
Right, and how green everything is.
Mm-hmm.
It's so nice.
Like in 50 to 60 years, you'll be fucking ginormous trees.
Right. So I grew up when I was born here in Montana, but when I was a little kid, we moved to Washington.
Yeah.
And my dad rented a house on a Christmas tree farm.
Mm-hmm.
And there was Christmas trees everywhere, like 50 acres of Christmas trees that I played in as a kid. Well, I seen a picture of it a couple weeks ago. They stopped selling the Christmas trees and they all grew. So the house that we lived in is like surrounded by giant trees now that didn't used to be there.
So there was this story about this couple that they took their savings and planted a bunch of pine trees.
Yeah.
And it was so that they could send their kids to college on the money they make off of Christmas trees when they grow.
Nice. Yeah, people make a good living off of it, but it's a lot of work. He was there. You never had to water him because in Washington it rains so much.
Well, what did it say?
Huh? 7.3.
7.3?
Yeah.
Oh, that's high.
It's, yeah. I usually go from, like, if I'm just pH in my water to use it, I do 6.0. When I'm putting nutrients, I go 6.4. So this one, when I pH the water to water my seed, I'll just put 6.0 water on top of it. And then I got some pH down so we can get it to where we need it to go. What's going on, Brandon? Ryan said way low, so 7.3 is what he was at. What would you pH your water to for your seeds?
So this says between 6.0 and 7.0. The optimal water pH range for cannabis growth
But it
is
depends
slightly
on your media.
acidic, typically falling between 6.0 and 7.0 for soil-grown plants and 5.5 to 6.5 for hydroponics or soilless systems. This range ensures that the plants can readily absorb the necessary nutrients for robust growth.
Unless you're bottle feeding. So am I running really low at 6.0 when I do that then? Maybe that's part of my problems with sometimes when I start seeds. But I don't have any problems when I get them in a cup. They do good. Huh. Okay. Absolutely. So I must be running off what? But see, I'm running off of what Athena tells me in the program that I'm running. So maybe it's just my nutrients, I guess. Not smoking, is it?
No, it's a
It's
little
having hard
clogged.
time.
Seems very acidic in my opinion. Wait, what's very acidic?
Yeah, what's acidic? Oh, maybe your water.
Mine?
Yeah.
Well, my plants seem to love it.
Right?
Yeah, it can be nutrients.
So, yeah, I always mix my nutrients before I pH test.
Well, like that nutrients. This stuff that you gave me right here. This is pH to 6.0 every watering.
Yeah. And so on my feeding chart it says 6.0
Sorry,
to
6 is
6.4
too
for
acidic.
peat-based mediums.
He said 6 is too acidic.
6 is too acidic. Oh. Huh.
Yeah, that's wild because this one says 6.
Yeah, mine says 6.0 to 6.4 for peat-based mediums. And I'm growing in a peat-based soil, so cocoa and rock soil is 5.8 to 6.2.
He's all crap. I wish I could show images. So, what's your plan for germinating your seeds?
So, I've got my cups, but I do double cups, so I can watch my roots. So I'll just basically,
Okay, so that's for after you've planted your taproot.
huh?
That's for after you've planted or after you've sprouted your taproot?
No, I'm gonna do it in the soil.
Oh, you are?
I'm gonna sprout in the soil. Yeah, I'm not gonna do paper towel.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I've had way better luck putting it straight into my solo cup and sprouting it from there.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you.
Well, here's where we have our different methods coming in at.
Why? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do paper towel.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Paul said 6.3 to 6.5 if you're in soil, lower for hydro. Cocoa core can buffer weird.
Yeah, I had a hard time growing in cocoa. I did it outdoors one year, and I will never do that again. It was a mistake. I fed so much.
Oh,
Yeah, I brought
okay.
my
So
own
this
little-
other thing right here says the pH scale ranges from 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral.
Wow.
Right. pH levels below 7 indicate acidity, while levels above 7 indicate alkalinity. Cannabis plants have specific pH preferences for optimal nutrition absorption. The best pH range for cannabis cultivation is generally between 6 and 7.
Huh. Wow, I'd be freaking out if I was running at 7. But I guess.
That's interesting, though.
Yeah.
Hey, can you pass me one of those ashtrays?
Well, I guess we're gonna see, dude. This is the fun part about it. These plants are to play with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So let's play with them.
Right.
See what happens. You know, and then when I'll put my seed in the dirt. I'll put this little cap over the top of it, and it'll keep the moisture in there. And we'll go, sprout away, baby.
Right. Yeah, like, see, I got my paper towels and shit right here.
I got my soil right here.
Oh, and I totally spaced out that I left that grow room door open.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you guys get your fucking ass out of here.
She said, go on, get.
Everybody in here alive. Yes. You look like you need some water. Did you hear me?
Yeah. Is everybody alive?
Is everybody alive? Yes.
Are you still breathing?
You look like you need some water. Turned around to grab that water bottle and it's out here.
I wonder what this is pH to.
It should say.
Oh, so I was looking for. It just says purely balanced pH. Well, let's find out what it says. I just calibrated my pH meter, so I know it's good.
6.97.
Is what this is?
Yeah.
You looked it up?
But let's see.
Let's see what it says. Wow. It really went up there. What did yours say?
This says 6.97.
This says 9.0.
Whoa.
Huh. Yeah, 8.9. It's bouncing between 8.9 and 9.0.
Jesus.
And it's 50 degrees. That's kind of cold.
So how do you normally store your water for temp wise?
I just put it. I have 3-gallon water jugs, and I just fill 3 of them up and have water on hand, and I just let them sit out.
So you just let them sit in room temperature?
Yep.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to make sure it's room temperature. Sometimes I can't, and I have to just use straight cold tap water, but I hate having to use that.
Right. But I've heard a lot of people using bubblers. Put a fish tank bubbler inside of a big water barrel, and they'll just bubble all the shit out of it,
Right,
and then mix their nutrients up with that.
right. Ryan asked, what do you use to adjust pH? I don't use anything. I just straight tap water. And what'd you say my tap water was running at?
7.3.
7.3.
So from what they're saying, you're just right about neutral.
Right. I'm just right about where I want to be.
Right. I use pH down. I think it's
Does it have a name brand to it? Get hydroponic.
General hydroponic.
Oh, general hydroponic, pH up. I use Foop Newts, mostly organic.
That's Paul. Yeah. Paul's got some nice plants. Yeah, I want to try the living soil thing, but
It's so complex.
I'm still trying to figure out how to do frickin' regular soil.
I know, right?
So,
Steve said he'd teach me everything. Like if I wanted to learn how to grow like they do.
yeah,
He said he'd teach me.
that's cool. That's he's definitely a guy to learn from. That's
Dude,
for
he
sure.
he grows some phenomenal fucking weed,
Right.
dude.
Outstanding. Okay, so
The guy that taught me how to grow 10 years ago, he's pretty impressed with how my grow's been coming.
that's good.
He's been in jail for the last 10 years though. So he's bummed out. He found out that I was growing and he got all excited.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, that was, I'm glad I don't do that anymore.
So, I'll get this guy prepped up real quick. Because I got to take it into the grow room and warm it up.
Oh, you're...
My paper towel.
Yeah.
I just used the grow light to warm it up.
Quick and easy.
Yeah, super quick and easy. Okay, so I need water.
Here's your...
I've got this one. Okay. This is what I use for the babies.
Nice.
So I don't have to try and juggle that giant ass gallon over them.
Right.
Drown the hell out of all of them. I've been trying to think up a good watering system.
Yeah.
So they actually sell adapters that can connect to milk jugs.
Really?
That can connect to a hose.
Really? What's it called?
I don't know, but they're like $10 at Ace. I just looked it up.
That's cool.
Oh, that's slightly warm already. Let's see real quick. My phone just showed straight Ace, but...
So that blue mat system, that looks pretty cool.
The what?
The blue mat? It was, somebody posted it in Royal's, solo cup deal. He had these little deals that they're like, they go into your soil and it opens and closes a valve that waters them. It sounded like they were ceramic. Like a little cone-shaped deal.
Uh-huh. They won't show me pictures. Oh, here we go. So, your soil dries, your valve opens, and then water will flow out.
See the little cone?
Your soil wettens, so your valve closes, and then no water comes out. And that line's connected to a reservoir.
Yeah, a reservoir. Wonder how big the reservoir is. Right out of your hose?
You could.
That's cool.
Or you could hook it up to a pump.
And a reservoir. See, that's
Or a
probably what I would
reservoir.
do.
Option B, tank connector. So it can be as big of a tank as you want.
Yeah. Huh. That's pretty interesting.
Right.
The hardest part would be running all the lines. Making sure that you're not
You're
having
not
any
kinked
leaks.
or anything.
Yeah.
And no leaks.
Cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's and it. The ones I seen at, I think it was at Ace. And it was like this little cone shape, and it said you just put it right into your soil.
Huh.
Cool.
I wonder if this is something along the lines of what the shops use.
I don't know.
Like certain shops.
Yeah. They're so high tech now these days that.
And with this, how do you feed it nutrients?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand.
Because see, I was debating setting up a 5-gallon tank,
Yeah.
5 to 10 gallon tank, and just connecting a hose with a head to it, so that I don't have to try and fight a gallon down into these tight spaces.
Right. Right.
Because that veg room can get hard to water sometimes.
No shit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I wondered about that with watering systems, but I've seen ones that all the bottles are usually on the wall, and they have tubes running into them, and they go to, whatever.
I gotta finish getting this paper towel ready.
Oh, I know what I need to do is soak my deal. Do you got a knife?
A knife?
Yeah.
Yeah, one sec. I got one in the grow room.
I forgot I gotta cut some little slits in the bottom of my cup so it drains. So I'll cut a couple slits along the bottom and it'll drain. Nice. This is one of my favorite parts, You gotta pick your seeds, and it's the beginning of life, basically, here, which is really fun. I'm excited.
Well, you're not even supposed to be in here, dude. Go.
He's talking to his cats in there, guys.
Turn around and step right on the cat. Forgot your name.
Cat got you all bumbled?
Yeah. Stepped on him and he yelled at me.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, so I have my paper towel ready to go. Maybe. If I can figure out how to reopen it. It feels slightly dry, but no, you don't have to be outside.
There we go.
So we can just use this spray bottle for it, though.
So then I'll put that in there. Throw some water on top and get it pre-soaked. I wonder if my holes didn't get big enough. Make sure it's nice and moist.
Okay, that should be warm enough. Let's see. Dang, that's crazy. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's go back up. Jeremy did. There's a ceramic. I've heard they are temperamental and prone to flood, but exactly if you never bump them.
Oh, really?
Hey, can you two get down? Go. Both of you down. Your sister listened. Why can't you?
He said I don't want it.
I know, he never wants to.
Tell me what to do, Dad. Just trying to live my life, huh, Kitty?
You go up there. No. You go down there.
Perfect. You ready for seeds?
Yeah.
I'll let you, you can pick your magic first. Let's hope you pick a good one. I'm gonna dump this water out real quick.
Right, that foop really drips the pH down. Like way acidic, 4.9. Dang, that's crazy. It's not even an option in my soil book. They talk about acidity, everything. Have you brewed with it before feeding?
No, I've never brewed.
I think he was talking about the foop.
Oh. Yeah, that's all new. That I'd like to try some teas and
How many were we doing?
however many you want.
2 or 3?
Let's do 2.
Okay. Well, the Canna gods picked my 2 because I just let them fall. Uno. Dos. Ready for some toast.
Uno, dos. Ready for some toasterino.
I have not. I run perpetually, so I mix a gallon at a time as I have a couple different recipes. I wonder sometimes if my batch of newts has soured.
Ah. Yeah, that would suck.
I have thought about delving into living soil. I did that for my very first run. Earth boxes. I did a bit of super soil and did water only. Added recharge and CalMag a few times. Living soil, it just sounds a little spooky sometimes, you know?
Man.
And I got my sandwich baguette. So now when I put mine in the sandwich bag,
Yeah.
see, even that fucking paper towel feels too cold already.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But when I put mine in a sandwich bag, I like to give it a quick little misting.
Yeah.
Just to start that humidity in there.
Yep.
But yeah, it's probably
That's a
just
good
because
idea.
this room's cold, you know?
Yeah.
This heater's on, so we'll just toss it there for a minute.
There you go.
Get it warmed up a little. Doubt it's soured. If it's a fish poop and oyster, always thought it was a living soil additive.
Huh.
Oh, he said it is a fish poop and oyster.
Yeah, see that kind of stuff just sounds too stinky to me.
Very stinky.
There's like all sorts of different weird mixes and concoctions that they put together that blows my mind.
So,
Fermented poop.
this is what? Called what? Sterling 95?
Sterling 95.
STER.
Just like sterling silver. Let me see here. STERLING. 95.
And today is January
18th.
18th, 2025 at 6:55.
Oh, you do the time too, huh? Count down the hours, see how long it takes to sprout.
I don't know why I do the time.
That's cool though.
I just put it.
You
But-
ever do a grow journal?
That's what this is.
Oh, you grow.
But
that's your
I'm
grow
a
journal?
I'm terrible at keeping the grow journal, so I just make sure I at least have the germination date.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but I also have a calendar in there
Yeah.
with my 60 day, and then the 60 day of flower.
Nice. Yeah. See, I have a grow journal, but the only thing I do with it is I do it for my veg. I put my feeding schedule
So
on
for
there.
this one though, I'm gonna do. Have you ever heard of Grow with Jane?
Oh yeah, is that the?
Yeah, the app on the Play Store.
Yeah.
Grow with Jane.
Yeah. You gonna try it?
So I keep trying to try it, but I can never remember to actually fill it out on germination day.
Yeah.
So here we go. Let's see
Nice.
if I can figure this out.
These are gonna be
Action.
the first plants in
No.
my grow, my new grow room.
Home, more. Action?
I
don't
see
know.
the deal on that inoculated biochar. It looked kind of cool. I can't wait to see what you do with it, Paul. How are you guys doing with this
okay,
cold
here we
weather in your grows? I know Paul's.
So
He's
create
got his lung room.
germination.
Is your lung room cold?
Indoor. Save. That's this one. 18th, right? Yep.
Gotta remember to go pee on it. What do you gotta pee on it for, Ryan? That's crazy. Got a sample recently as well, but need to inoculate it. I'm actually inoculating some sunflower stalks biochar currently. Gotta remember to go pee on it. That's funny. My room is hot from removing humidity. I need a better.
Hey,
dehumidifier.
what's the cross of it?
Okay, the cross is. It says Sterling Green Skunk crossed with I-95.
Sativa indica, ruderalis, or hybrid.
Being a skunk, I'm gonna say sativa leading, but it could be with the I-95. It could be a
Oh,
hybrid.
it doesn't even say on here either.
I know somebody that would know. Probably be. It didn't say on
8 to 9 weeks. Flower time.
yeah, so I'm gonna say it's more indica leaning.
Okay, well, should we put hybrid or no? Let's just put indica.
Yeah, just put indica.
Okay, so now I gotta remember to fill this out. I had a buddy say that it is a secret to beautiful lilac bushes. The ones he takes a piss on always grow way better.
That's funny. Biochar is like in 9 to 11 pH, so you have to drop the pH. Huh. See, you learn all sorts of new shit. I thought people peed around their bushes and stuff to keep the animals away. I didn't know it was keeping them healthy.
Right.
Pretty interesting.
I had this one guy at, I think it was Cup Fest. We were talking, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I still pee on mine." And I look at him like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Well, I don't pee directly on them. I pee about 3 to 4 feet away from them, and they absorb all the nutrients from my urine."
What
Like,
nutrients?
the
That's what
fuck
I
are
don't
you
understand.
smoking, bro?
Yeah.
Clearly not weed.
What nutrients? Your body's... That's all the stuff that it doesn't want. I don't think I want to give it to my plant.
Okay, so
So, how many days do you think it's going to take yours to sprout?
my germination rate or day rate is usually about 3.
3 days?
If it pops, it'll usually pop day 2, but I won't plant it day 2. I let them get about close to an inch, like
Before
half inch to an inch.
Before you put them in soil?
Yeah, and then I'll put them in soil. So this one, I'm gonna try out that method I'd seen him post,
Yeah.
where you put it down at the 45. So we'll see how that
Oh, I
works.
should have tried that with this one. I just drop them in every time.
Huh?
We'll see. I think it's sideways.
I'm gonna try one at that angle, and then I'm gonna try one how I normally do it.
Okay. Cool, dude. Cool. I'm
right.
excited. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah,
can't
it's gonna
wait
be
to watch
super
these
fun.
Suckers sprout. See, and the thing I like about this, my deal is you can see everything. Like, see, I think when I
Yeah, I really
add a
like the
little
clear
water
cut.
there, but
I think I'm gonna switch to doing that, but I want to use shorter, stouter cups.
yeah,
Yeah,
I like this. So I keep
I want to
to
use cups closer to the size of the little starter pots I have in there.
like the lids that I got almost.
Almost, yeah. But then I also got to find a solo cup to fit them in.
Yeah.
But I guess I could just, if they're big enough, I could fit it on. I could put them in that starter pot.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I like these because you can really let the roots get big,
Yeah.
and you can see like you can notice if you start having problems, like if they start turning colors, or you can see that they're like bunching up and starting to die. I've noticed that.
Really?
And that's when I'll start transplanting them.
Oh, okay. So we were talking about bonsai before the show. So the method to bonsaiing. So you take a piece of PVC
Yeah.
and you cut it down the side, and you take a piece of, or not a piece, but like a Tupperware.
Yeah.
You fill that with soil, and you fill the PVC pipe with soil,
Yeah.
so that you're able to peel the PVC pipe away, and then you just completely remove the plant and completely strip it of all its soil, so it's just roots.
Right.
And then you take your rock or whatever you want to grow it around. I really want to do one out of a skull's face.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you take a little like sprayer hose thing, and you just spray the roots down into the rock, and you put the rock into the pot that you're gonna grow it in.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't transplant it ever, so
Yeah.
you just put it in the pot you're gonna put it in,
Cool.
and you build the soil up around the rock, and then as you water it, you slowly push the soil away.
Gotcha. So, who did you see do it?
Let me look him up so I can actually credit him.
Is it Dominic?
No. I want to credit him because
Because I watch a guy that does it too, and his name's Dominic, and he kind of does what you're talking about.
Canna Bonsai.
Cannabis.
Manny.
Manny. Cool. So the one I've seen, he gets the object that he's gonna grow his
See,
plant
check
on
that
top of. Oh wow. Freaking tree house.
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool.
Right?
So the one I watched, this guy, he's actually doing a skull. That's why I asked you this. So his is a skull with a headdress, and what he does is he takes a black plastic bag, and he puts it around the object that he's going to grow his plant on, and he does almost the same thing like you're doing. He says he fills it up with dirt, and then he plants his seed up on top of it, but his skull is inside the bag with dirt, but it's also sitting on top of a pot with dirt. So I think what he does is he lets his plant grow up on top, and once it gets big enough and he figures that his roots have touched the soil below his object, then I think he takes the black plastic bag off and starts exposing his roots like you were saying. You know, like, and washing it away. And that's what I was kind of trying to figure out, is how do they get rid of the dirt? You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like you say, if they slowly wash it away, and then those roots get the air on them.
Yeah, it
and they
almost looked
harden
like he
up.
was using one of those, the
Pump
bucket
sprayers?
pumps.
Yeah.
The pump sprayers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like he was using one of those.
Huh. We'll have to try that.
I want to.
We should try that.
I really want to.
You want to do it on the next one?
Yeah.
Next strain? So
Next strain will be the Canna Bonsai strain.
Yeah, so let's, I think what we should do is look into it and see if they're using certain...
Well, I'm reaching out to him on Monday to see if he'll do a Puff and Pass show. So by the time we finish this strain, I'll have had him on the show, I'm sure.
Cool.
So we'll be able to learn a little bit about how to do it.
Yeah.
The viewers will be able to plan out doing it with us if they want.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool.
Yeah. Join in for sure.
Yeah, because this is going to be like super viewer interactive. Like next week, we're going to go over lights, didn't we?
Yep.
Didn't we say?
Yeah, we'll do
Yeah,
lights.
we'll talk about lights
Yep.
since we'll just be doing an update on how our plant is doing.
Yeah,
because
we'll just
by
do
that
picture
point,
updates and-
by that point, he should be popping a sproutling out, and I should be in my soil, probably sproutling out now by that point too.
Yeah, probably about the same time. That's
Yeah.
why I'm interested. I want to see which is going to go first. And
Right. So, next Saturday, 6 p.m., tune in to Grow Talks with Joe and I.
yeah. Thanks for being on our first show with us,
Yeah.
guys.
I appreciate it. That was a really good show. It was really talkative.
Yeah, I
We
liked it.
appreciate all of you guys for tuning in.
Yep.
See you guys next week.
See you next week.